walk you through how to convert a paper assignment to a Canvas course. So first, I'm going to go over to modules because I always want to build in modules. Then I'm going to scroll down to the appropriate module in which I want to add a paper assignment. To add a paper assignment, I'm going to click this plus button. I'm going to select New Assignments, title my shell, and then Add Item. From there, I can begin to build out my paper assignment. When I open up the assignment shell, I can press that Edit pencil, and then I have my rich content editor in which I can copy and paste in content. I prefer to copy content from a Google Doc and paste it and format it here in Canvas. So I'm going to open up my paper assignment. I'm going to highlight and copy, and then I'm going to paste that assignment right here. Note some of the formatting is going to be off, so I will have to restructure that a little bit. Again, I can customize the size, I can add in images, I can add in videos, I can get really creative with the content that I'm adding here. Once I have finished customizing and editing my assignment, now I can attribute the point value. I can select formative or summative. I can also select submission types. This becomes really important. So instead of making a copy for my students, in Canvas, I actually prefer to do an online submission. So I'm going to select online submission here, and then I'm going to select file upload, which will allow my students to choose a Google Doc and submit that as their assignment. Now, some of you might be asking, if I do an online submission, how can I see my students' work in real time? The one drawback of Canvas is that it makes that process a little more challenging for English teachers. So here's my workaround. When I create my assignment, instead of doing a Google Cloud assignment in which I make a copy for my students, I actually just include it in the instructions. So I tell my students to make a copy of a document that I can hyperlink right here. So the original assignment, I can embed that assignment and have them make a copy of it. After they make a copy of this assignment, I have them change the share settings and they submit that link via a Google form. So looking up here I've got an example of a Google form that I would utilize. I would have a question for their name, the class period, so I could sort if I have multiple sections of the same course. They can paste their link right here. And then I always include a reminder of, did you change your share settings to get the shareable link? So often students forget to do that step. So having a question that prompts them to make sure that they did that step can be really helpful. And then I've got an image there to remind them exactly how to change their share settings. So I would then get the view form. I would copy that URL, and then I would paste that URL back into Canvas. So once I've done that, then I can continue to proceed with my assignment. One of the other reasons why I like doing an online submission versus a external tool, Google Cloud assignment, is when I utilize an external tool, I cannot use the plagiarism check. So an online submission allows me to utilize Unicheck, which will allow me to check for any plagiarism that may occur. So then I can check and turn on the plagiarism review, and I can continue to move down and assign a due date. So there are a few more steps with this process, but if it's important to you to see your students' work in real time, I would suggest, again, you choose online submission, a file upload, give your students a template that they can make a copy of on their own, and then make sure that they fill out a Google form that asks them to share that link, to check to make sure they made it shareable, and remind them that this is part of the process that can help you to see their work. Now, after students fill out this form, I'll just show you an example here. See how I can sort by period, so I can see students' work. I can see that they changed the share settings. Some of them will even admit, I forgot to change my share settings, so then I can double check in with them to make sure that they know how to complete the process. And I can see their work in real time. Now I can Click on the student's papers. Helps you to access student work, to provide feedback throughout the writing process, and also utilize Unicheck. Keep working hard and playing around with different Canvas strategies that work best for you and your